Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Anime-Zing Radio. We're going to be playing some Stardew Valley, continuing our game that we started last week. Joining me to chat tonight is Kaya Tianu. Welcome, Kaya.
Hello.
And apparently, I had locked Ines in the bedroom. When I went upstairs to use the bathroom, he was on the couch down here. So apparently, while I was in the bathroom, he ran into the bedroom.
Oh no.
So the wife just let him out. Whoops. But hello, Ross. Hello, John. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. What is today? Thursday? The job I'm on this week, everything just kind of runs together because I start one day and finish the next. So you can imagine the confusion. I do want to take a moment to wish a happy early birthday to VTuber that Kaya and I both know and enjoy watching. Sorry, Barry. Her birthday is technically tomorrow, but it's April 3rd in Japan already, I believe. So happy birthday to Sari. And mine will be coming up on Saturday. And Kaya is getting ready to have some fun at Anime Boston this weekend.
Yep, tomorrow.
See here, weather forecast, partly cloudy, so that's always a good thing. Fortune tellers says spirits are happy. Now I gotta figure out what I want to do. I think the goal this time around is going to be, let's try to get our fishing up to level 10. Where's my fishing rod? There. So I think that's going to be my goal, is level 10 fishing. So if I'm doing that and I don't have to worry too much about anything else, I don't have to water anything. John Knight says that Crunchyroll has announced the nominations for the Anime Awards. Is it that time again? We're going to have to do a special about that. So what are you looking forward to for Anime Boston this year?
I haven't even really looked at the schedule because they kind of just put it out. And I haven't had time to look at it. I know they're doing a showing of the Needy Girl Overdose anime, which I'll go to that. Other than that, I haven't gone through it yet.
And I saw that you are going to have a hotel mate.
Yep.
Yeah, she had messaged me about it. I was like, post that in the AZR chat. Because unfortunately I'm not going.
Good thing I went.
Yeah.
That was a last minute thing.
And I saw Angela already has her badges and press badge. So that's cool. Next year we'll have to get you the press badge.
I should have thought of that. I should have just said, just put me in for.
Yeah. Obviously, this year, only able to take time off for one Boston convention, and Anki took higher priority this year. Not that I don't love going to Anime Boston. I just know that Anki just is a better thing for us. I still got 84 bait, so that's going to be good for fishing. I think we are at level 9. So I'd like to get level 10, so it's just going to require a ton of fishing. I have to get a new fishing rod so I can start using some of these spinners. Hello to Alan and Jakai. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Getting ready for a busy weekend. I know Kaya and Angela, two of our co-hosts, are going to be at Anime Boston this weekend. So if you're going to be there and you see them walking around, be sure to say hi. Also be sure to stop by the Anki table for the Anki Expo, which is a VTuber convention, first of its kind on the East Coast. And hopefully the Anki table has more than just one person. It's going to be at it all weekend.
I don't know. I think Pin will be there, but I think maybe just as the VTuber.
Yeah.
We'll see. It stinks. Like, you know it, and I know it, having only one person at a table.
Yeah. There's been many conventions that I've done for AZR where I've been the only person there all weekend. Thankfully, though, the convention communities, when it comes to vendors and stuff, everybody is really good for the most part about helping each other out. And, oh, I need to use the bathroom. Can you just watch the table for a minute? And usually people don't have an issue with that. Oh, more bait. There we go. I like the fact that I keep finding bait. And we're going to put those down there so I know when I'm full I can go sell stuff since he's in there. John Knight says tomorrow is Good Friday. I think every Friday is good depending on where you work. No, I don't need that. We're full. Let's come in here and we can sell some fish. I mean, that's good for money, but how much is that next rod? 7,500. I have the money. I could get that. You know what? I think I'm gonna. And then the fiberglass rod we'll just get rid of. Oh, good lord, that almost flew off the screen. And what game were you playing? Slay the Spire?
Yep.
I don't think I've ever played that. I've heard of it, but I have never played it. And I don't think I've watched gameplay of it either.
I've been playing the board game, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy the game. They have a computer version of it.
You said that's going to be one of those fun on-key games when we're all together.
Yep.
That and Stardew Valley. And Ross is asking, how's everyone's mental health as of yesterday's holiday? I didn't really have to deal too much with any April Fool's jokes or anything like that. There's just a typical work day for me.
I slept all day.
I kind of did too, because of being stuck in the hotel until 9 o'clock last night. So I slept a good portion of yesterday. And keep an eye out on our Discord channel, because once I figure out what my schedule is for next week, we're going to figure out when we can do our 12-year anniversary special. We're not going to be doing it Sunday night because Kaya and Angela are both going to be at Anime Boston, and probably a good chance they're going to be too exhausted to join the show. So Darren and I are looking at doing a top 5 or top 10 favorite shows from 2020 to 2026. Because I know you were exhausted after PAX.
Oh yeah.
But you still were like, I'm still gonna be here. And then
Shouldn't have done
afterwards, then afterwards, you're like, I'm so done.
Like, I see why Angela doesn't do it.
I mean, conventions take a lot out of you. Especially as you get older, I found that like conventions, I can't hang at conventions like I used to.
Nope.
Even at Zenkai Con on Friday, walking around with Akio, I left about 6. I'm like, I'm tired. 6:30. I'm like, I'm done. Saturday, I think we stayed later. Got to keep an eye on the time up here because about when that says 4:30, I want to go and sell everything that I have. Heinz has returned to his spot on the couch. I know you're going to be at Anime Boston tomorrow. You're going to try to catch Sari's birthday stream.
I'll probably miss it. Because I'll be I think the Needy Girl Overdose goes all the way to like 10 o'clock.
Ah,
So I'll most likely miss it.
I'm not sure how long she's streaming, but I do enjoy watching her streams. She's very entertaining, and I do enjoy the tarot readings that she does on Sundays. Now, is there going to be a bunch of VTubers at AB again this year? I know years past, Holo Alive has worked with them and getting a bunch of talent from around the globe.
A couple of VTubers, not many.
Hello to Ducky VR. Joining us in the chat. Great to see you. Ancient Seed. I'm almost scared to know what an ancient seed is. John Knight says today is National Burrito Day. And it is now National Autism Awareness Month. And a wild Darren has appeared.
Is Darren?
Hello.
Hello.
How is Darren today?
Tired.
Another long day out there?
Well, it's not so much that is I had to work this morning, and I normally don't do Thursdays, so I didn't get as much sleep as I normally do.
Ah, yeah. Sleep is important. But then again, some of us ask the question, what's sleep?
Mm-hmm. So, got home, took a nap, or almost a nap, for like 20, 30 minutes. Then, friend needed a mower, so he came and got it. And then shortly afterwards, I went out and actually worked myself. And then when I got done, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going home. And I'll have a day off. I don't have a day off until Thursday of next week, so I'll call it early tonight.
Yeah, you definitely need to take some rest days.
Well, if we keep up with this no rain, that's entirely possible. But I got to be careful because every time we start wishing for rain, it don't stop.
Yeah. And yeah, that's 25 energy. So we'll eat a couple more of those. And we'll do some more fishing. Like I said, our goal tonight is we want to try to hit level 10 fishing. We're at level 9 now. We hit level 9 just before ending the stream last week. And Kaya told me he's got a couple of games for us to play it on Key in November.
Yay.
Slay the Spire and Stardew Valley, the board game, which I had no idea there was a board game for Stardew Valley. Leave it to Kaya to find all the neat stuff. And this is one of those rare times Kaya is not in VTuber form.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to feel old, John Knight says tomorrow is the 10th anniversary of the My Hero Academia dub. Or My Hero Academia anime. Which, that's crazy to think.
Mm-hmm.
It's like has that really been around that long? And then like we look back at shows from animes from 2020, and it's like, was that really that long ago? It's 6 years old.
I know, right?
Things like both Yuri and Show by Rock, Masha Myresh, and Nekopara, and that's going to be tough. I'm going to have to go through that list tonight after I'm done streaming to be like, okay, I need to write down all the shows I watched between 2020 and now and see what I want to put on that top 5, top 10 list.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be fun just to look back and be like, God, that was that long ago? So like I said, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday night. Hopefully the week hasn't been too crazy for y'all.
Not really.
I watched Wisp a little bit yesterday. I noticed that she loves her horror games, but she has to have people there to while she's playing them. She cannot play the games by herself, which is not a bad thing.
Someone to hold your hand.
Well, games are only so fun by yourself.
Yeah. And when you're playing a game with jump scares and stuff, it's better to jump scare a whole group than just by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
I think, yeah, I'm full. I should probably just call it there, head back. We can sell off a bunch of things. Let's see, 840. Let's go check on the community center real quick because I have a bunch of fish on me. Maybe I can drop some fish off in some places. I think I had unlocked the fish tank one. Yes, I did. So, river fish, lake fish, ocean fish bundle. Throw one of those in there. Crab pot, I don't have anything. Eel, bream, walleye. So that's all of that stuff. Everything else I can then sell. I don't have anything to go anywhere else at the moment. That wasted about an hour. Be around 10 when we get back to the house. Then we can sell a bunch of stuff. Oh, that stinks, Ross. Ross says he had a little skin taken off his left thumb yesterday while at work, but he's doing better today. So I'm
hit the back button.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you're feeling better today, Ross. Ross said he had a little bit of skin taken off his thumb yesterday. I wonder if I plant the ancient... Actually, no, we only got 1 day left of... We're going to put the seed in there. This stuff we'll throw over here. We'll come down here and we'll chop some wood. Eventually, I got to get chickens, too.
How much wood could Doug chop if the Doug chop could chop wood? I don't know.
About that much. We'll see how much energy I have to chop the wood. It's a little different from chopping broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just throw all that in there. Throw that down there. And actually, if we look at our skills, we are still at level 9 fishing. So we got a little ways to go before getting to level 10. Combat, we're still at 1. Farming's up to 5. Foraging's up to 5. Mining's up to 3. So I made another 1,100 from fishing. That's not a bad thing. Day 28. It's the last day of spring.
But spring's just getting started.
For us.
Huh.
Queen of sauce. Today we learn how to make an omelet. Fortune teller says spirits are pissed. They're not very happy.
Today we learned how to make iced coffee and bologna.
It's not even worth watering all these strawberry plants because they're all going by the wayside tomorrow. So we did get 2 harvests out of them. So now let's come down here.
I mean, I tried to exercise with some
Oh, I know what I need to do. Sneak our way by here. Got to get more of those special seeds from our traveling cart. And probably should go see if there's more spring onions down there.
Yeah, well, I'm going to work on it.
Duck mayonnaise. That does not sound...
The mayonnaise you feed the ducks?
That's a mayonnaise you get from duck milk.
Didn't know ducks had milk. Okay.
Neither did I. Cheese cauliflower.
And I've had duck eggs before. Our one of our friends used to.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Use the eggs to make mayonnaise. Is that even open today? Opens in an hour. Let's come down here and fish. Because maybe we can get a couple of ducks. Oh, apparently the bobber has broken. So we're out of the bobber. We fished 3 times. All 3 times we got algae. Purchase animals. How much for a chicken? 800. What should we name this first chicken?
I don't know. What's the name of that rooster in that new Rooster Fighter anime?
I have no idea. I know what we can name it. We'll name this one Bo and the next one Jangles.
How are you gonna spell Bo? B-E-A-U or B-O?
B-O. And then we'll buy another chicken and we'll call it Jangles. There we go. And then some supplies. Just because we don't have any hay at the moment, we'll purchase some so that when we get back up there, we can feed them.
All right, well then.
Is that an owl? Stone owl. That's different. Oh, we got some pine tar. That's still waiting to come out. So we got a white chicken and a brown chicken. Throw that up there. Throw that up there. That seed can go up there. Now we need to do fishing at the river and the lake. So we're going to go up to the lake and try to catch some stuff up there first. Probably spend the first half of the day up at the lake, and then we'll head down to the river before heading back home. I was telling Kaya earlier, Darren, that I had a little bit of good luck today. Decided to get adventurous and buy a scratch ticket. So, got a $20 scratch ticket and won $100.
Very nice.
So I cashed that in, got another $20 ticket and pocketed the $80, won another 100 on that.
Very nice.
So I took another $20 from that first $100 winner, bought another $20 ticket and hit 200.
Nice.
I owe my mother some money, so 50 of it's going to her. And then I have the second 100 that I cashed in to help with some groceries and food for my trip this weekend for work. But I figured, I couldn't go wrong with off the initial $20 that came out of the bank account, I ended up winning 400. Granted, like 80 of it went back into scratch tickets, or 60 of it went back into scratch tickets, but still 340 to the good. So that $200 winner, that's all that money's going to get set aside for Anki. which, if our viewers out there want to support us, we do have a Patreon, which we haven't done much with in a bit, but need to start doing more with that. Feel free to support us there if you'd like to donate to help the show. All the money that's going into that is going to get put into helping us with on-key travel funds and fun money. Which, if you can get to the Boston area in November for on-key, it's going to be a wonderful time. Sounds like they have so much good stuff that they're working on behind the scenes. We are honored to be partners with them this year. And for the first time in show history, you can find all 4 hosts at OnKey in the same location at the same time. If you're curious as to what Darren looks like outside of the picture there, now's your chance.
Hey, I've made a couple of appearances.
Yeah, rarely you make a cameo.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's when you turn the camera on when you're showing off one of your convention halls and forget to switch the screen to forward and instead of taking a selfie.
Pretty much. Well, Ross knows what I look like.
Yeah. You were lucky enough to be able to actually meet Ross.
Yeah, because who would have thunk that his sister lived so close to me?
Which is awesome. I was very happy when you guys were able to actually meet up and hang out for a bit.
Oh, yeah. And in theory, John Knight's not exactly far away either.
Yeah, isn't he in Virginia?
Virginia. Yeah, somewhere in Virginia, which isn't exactly too far.
So maybe if things work out one of these years and he can make it out to maybe a Galaxy Con in Raleigh, you guys could see about meeting up there. I still find it funny how you've been to a convention with me and a convention with Angela, but not at the same time.
I know. Isn't that terrible?
Not even in the same year.
I know.
I wouldn't say it's terrible. I still think that it's awesome she was able to make it out there. And I'm glad you guys had a good time. What we got here? It's only 13 energy, but we'll still eat that. How am I looking on that? Okay. Continue doing some fishing out of here. Oh, Ross says he's going to see the Mario movie tomorrow.
Okay.
I hope you have a wonderful time. Hopefully it's a good movie for you.
Heard good things of it.
Oh, we got river jelly. Doesn't that sound appetizing? And get a full inventory. But I feel like I could still catch a fish. I just can't get any chests. Let's come up here to the community center since we have more fish. You can see what we have from the river that we can put in. Let's see, river fishing bundle. Just that one, catfish, shad, tiger trout. And lake. Got that one. That. And that. So sturgeon's the only lake one that we don't have. I think that comes out summer or fall. So we have to wait because every season has different fish that come out. And I have some of those actually at home. Nighttime fishing, walleye, bream, specialty fish. I don't have any of those. I know where to get a couple of those. Do you ever take a day off? I don't know. Darren, do you ever take a day off?
What's a day off?
Whoops. I
The
got
only way
spotted.
I get a day off is if it storms literally all day.
And if you don't have Bojangles on the day it storms.
Exactly, which is not often.
Always wonderful when you pick up trash out of the river. It's just about Sakura season too. There's a cherry blossom tree around the corner from me. It's got the buds on there. They're not in bloom yet, but I know within the next few weeks they'll be showing. Those trees are beautiful. It just stinks that they only like bloom for a short time. And in reference to the Mario movie, Ross says, same here, just never trust critic scores. Also, trying right now until I see avoiding spoilers. So he is trying to avoid spoilers right now. Ooh, there's the bream that we need. That's what I was hoping for. So we'll head up and give the bream to the thing. Something just flew over. That was pretty big. what is it? Night fishing. So just the walleye. We'll eat that and then do a little bit more fishing at the lake up here before heading back to the house and selling off our catches. Right now, just doing a little bit of nitty-gritty dirt band.
Fishing in
Okay.
the dark.
Yeah. I knew Darren would catch on.
But
I've
we're
been
not
listening.
lying on our backs and counting the stars.
Nah. Where the cool grass grows.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to go through the rest of it.
Stay in the whole night room. It feels so good
to be
with you.
Well, we were in sync with that one, Mom.
Well, Darren, Ross says one of your favorite waifus returns tomorrow. Are you ready for more wholesome comfortness?
Yes, I love my angel next door.
Oh, I forgot that I had built the silo. Okay.
I love my by the way, Kaya. Hey, Kaya.
What's up?
Did you see what I sent you a few minutes ago?
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna try to,
I'm not a part of that group, but that group's been coming up quite frequently. But I was just like, that is impressive right there.
I know many people with collections like that.
Check this out, Doug. I'm gonna send you this and tell me what you think.
All right, I'll look at it in just a moment.
Mm-hmm. No problem. But no, I've been very tempted to join that group. The only problem is I don't game.
Dude, that collection is insane. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that collection outdoes mine. Not gonna lie, that collection definitely outdoes mine by a bit.
I have to say, it dwarfs mine. Well, mine dwarfs it, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like our friend Akio is live streaming. I haven't caught one of her live streams in a while. So I'm going to open her up in the background. That sounds wrong.
Following how you say it, sir.
Oh, I don't see her actually streaming at the moment.
No, she's not going live till like 8, a little after 8.
It
Maybe
is
9.
8. I have to say it is 8.
I am going to open up the stream for our friend Mink the Satyr, since she is live currently.
She can't go to Anime Boston.
Mink can't.
Nope. Not if it's on Easter.
Yeah. We also have IraTuber window open. I still lurk in there. I like to lurk in people's streams.
Nope.
Let's see here. Ross says, next question for Doug, because I know me and Doug are old enough to know the song, and Kaya and Darren might not have known or heard about it. If they made a Puff the Magic Dragon movie, would you watch it?
Never watched that show. I'm aware it exists.
I would only watch it if they had Piff the Magic Dragon.
I was about to say, I know about Piff from AGT.
Yeah, I knew about Piff before AGT.
Well, it's funny. There's quite a few people that go on AGT that are already somewhat well known or have been on other talent shows before they make it to AGT.
Yeah. All right, so now we gotta take this day and get new crops growing.
I think my favorite season for AGT was, I think it was season 9. It was the season they added Howard Stern. And then, I don't know, I just quit watching it after a couple of years. I think it's because when a talent show goes live, everything looks good the first few years because you get to see a variety of stuff, and then it's stuff they really got to go out of their way to put out new stuff every year,
Yeah. There we go. So we got the cat watered. Oh no, I know Puff the Magic Dragon. I know the song and everything. My kid is going insane upstairs. She's talking to her cousin. And anytime they're together talking on and playing together on the tablet with live feeds, they get a little crazy.
I have to say, is she on spring break this week like so many other kids?
She is on break this week. That, and that. I think all of this stuff can go to the community center. So we will bring all this stuff to the community center and then go buy a bunch of seeds and plant stuff. Because it's Monday the 1st. We are now in summertime in the game. I have to specify in-game.
It depends on what part of the world you're in.
In fact, we had enough to actually complete that. Nice. So that bundle is complete. So we got a reward. 3 crab pots. That's really good. I'll take that. That opens up the bulletin board. What do we need for the bulletin board? Dyes. That's where this comes in handy. Field research, a chub, enchanters. We don't have any of that. Wheat we could get, or hay we can get. And so that's stuff I have to be on the lookout for. The safe is not open yet. That's requires money. I think here. Is that the no? I thought that went somewhere, but I could be wrong. What's up here? Artisan. Oh, jelly. I need to make some jelly and get some of that stuff going. Animal bundles, fall crops, summer crops, tomato, hot pepper, blueberry, and melon. I think blueberry was the best of the crops for summer, so we'll have to go and buy at least one seed of everything and stock up on a bunch of blueberry seeds.
Speaking of which, I actually have a blueberry bush behind my house that I forgot about. You know that huge tree I have in the backyard near the fence?
Yep.
In the very, very back. There were 3 blueberry bushes around that thing.
Ah, okay. And hello to Adam. Adam, I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. We'll skip the rest of this little sequence. Let's just go in for talking about basically the Joja Mart, which I don't typically do anything with. Wheat seeds. We do need, I think we needed like 10 of those for artisan bundle. We'll do a radish. Corn seeds. We'll do a couple of those too. And blueberries, because blueberries continue to mature after. So we'll do 30 of those. We still have some money. How much was it for that? 10,000 for the upgraded bag. All the fun stuff that's going on. Lots of we are in the full swing of conventions right now.
I was about to say, we're allowed to have fun.
Oh, Darren, we know that you always have fun.
You know, there's a running gag with one of the either original members of Anime-Zing or I don't know if he was one of the founding members of Anime-Zing or just one of the oldest not volunteers of administrative staff, however you want to phrase it, during the convention. But he always used to go out of his way to have a no fun allowed shirt or something along those lines on during the convention.
Kaya always has fun. You can't keep Kaya from having fun.
Well, you know what they say, right?
What's that?
Girls just want to have fun.
Pretty much. Wouldn't that be Angela? Well, no, Kaya is.
Exactly.
Kaya's just not showing off cookies tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, no cookies.
Fresh out.
I gained 20 pounds. I got to cut off the cookies.
Yeah, you gotta lose that weight. You gotta lose that weight before Anki so you can put it right back on.
Went from 149 to like 180 almost.
Wow.
I still haven't cracked 140.
You will. When you turn 40, wait. It just goes right to your stomach.
Yeah, I have like ultimate dad bod. I have no fat on me anywhere but my gut.
Yep.
And I get picked on for it. Yeah, we'll come down here and do some fishing in the ocean. Oh, we found a lost book and a hat. Oh, you know what? We're gonna swap that out because we're gonna throw these crab pots down off the dock here. And then by putting stuff in them, putting the bait in there, we can actually catch stuff. According to Ross, Darren, Girls Just Want to Have Fun has a male modern version called Girl I'm Trying. Oh, this one's going to be a fighter. When it moves that much. Thankfully, I have a lot of stats. I have a decent set, a pretty big bar. So as long as I do this properly, I should be able to catch this thing. There we go. Oh, the puffer fish. Ross, don't tell me that. According to Ross, this year marks the 47th anniversary of Nickelodeon.
Dang.
I don't want to hear that because I'm 48, which means I was 1 when Nickelodeon started.
Does Nickelodeon even still exist?
I think it does.
It does.
I don't have cable, but I believe it does.
Yeah, but it probably doesn't exist in the extent it used to.
No.
No. Between that, didn't Cartoon Network dissolve a couple of years ago?
I'm not sure.
Yes and no. I think their office closed. I think that was another one where they were bought out.
Probably by Sony. Sony buying everybody.
Going back to a monopoly again. Act like the old days.
Yeah. That's why we can't have nice things. As long as High Dive, Sentai Filmworks stays independent, then we have a chance at still having good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like ecchi anime.
Yeah, because used to Funimation picked up all the ecchi anime, but lately those roles seem to have flip-flopped. I'm still waiting for one of them to pick up Kiss X Sis.
That would be an interesting one. Darren's going to fund that himself. He wants that. He wants to double that so bad. Darren's just going to end up funding it himself. He's going to take the Giga route.
Well, like I was saying the other day, Dashing Dropkick or Dropkick on My Devil, that was a totally self-funded show. That was a Kickstarter that ended up becoming an official anime, which is very uncommon.
That will probably continue. Like I said, I wanted to try to hit level 10 fishing. So I'll probably go for another hour or so. See if we can hit level 10. Just
I would say what'll take longer to do? Bring a Magikarp to level 10 or get level 10 in fishing?
probably a Magikarp.
Well, it's really hard considering it only knows Flash and doesn't learn Tackle until level 15.
That's why the cheat skill on that is you put it out there as your first Pokemon when you're battling, and then as soon as you get into the battle, you switch it out if it doesn't have experience share. That way it still gets the XP for being out at the start of the battle.
Mm-hmm. And also it picks up more if you have the lucky egg. But, that was another thing. These players of Pokemon were so used to having an EXP all that shared it to all their Pokemon. Meanwhile, back in the day, you could only equip the EXP share to one Pokemon at a time. So when a lot of these newer generation played the released Fire Red and Leaf Green, they were like, holy crap, this is hard.
Yeah, you literally I remember the days when you literally, if you wanted everybody in your team to level up, you had to put everybody out there to take one hit and put your main guy out there last.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, that's the thing. By putting your first guy out there, by putting your
main,
you're the one you want to level up first. He ain't the one taking the hit. It's the Pokemon you send in to finish the job. Because there was only a handful of moves that did damage if you tried to switch out. But those were predominantly Gen 4 and later. Because switching out always beat priority moves except for like a couple.
So we got that one, Ghost Fish, Sandfish, Wood Skip. I know one of them is only available off in an area we can't access yet until we level up our axe. One of them we can access because it's level 20 in the mines. So we might do that next. We also have to or not have to, but we also should go around seeing if we can forage some good things. Since it is summertime now. And then that we're going to hold on to. We have so many geodes that we need to open up. So we have that one. Oh, the bug meat we can turn into more. You know what? We're going to use that and put that on there. I know we need to make some more of those cappers to try to get a bunch more stuff, but we got to wait until that's ready. If we can, oh my goodness, look at all the fruit and stuff we got in here. The fruit bats have been busy. Nice. And we got more, what's that? Summer squash seeds. Okay. I am not going to be upset at free seeds. Because that means free money. And who doesn't like free money?
No such thing.
Hello, Axel Lovell. Great to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Thank you for popping in. Made 1537 today. Day 2 of summer. So we're going to have to see. It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow, which means we'll have to water. The spirits are neutral. Just like Darren.
Mm-hmm.
Except when it comes to Rent-A-Girlfriend.
Never made it past the first 2 episodes, I think.
I watched the first season and then dropped it. I was like, one season was good enough for me. I do love that it's the biggest troll anime in existence right now. And we also have Kaya that's just kind of hiding.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So as we come up here, is there anything to forage up here? I'm not seeing anything yet. I said we're heading to the mines because we're going to be doing something different. Oh, there's a forgeable item. That's going down, that's going down, that's going down. We're not going to actually dig in the mines. We are going down to fish. Once you unlock level 20, you have a nice little area over here that you can just fish at. And you catch all kinds of random crap. But there is a good fish that you need for the community center. So there's the ghost fish that we need for the community center. And I believe we have a special bobber on that tells us exactly what kind of fish is on the line. That's a stonefish. We'll call that Angela. I heard the snicker from Kaya.
You know she'll just, if she finds out, she's just gonna pop in here and just tell you off.
That's half the reason I say stuff like that. Because I want to see if she actually will join in. I know usually during the week it's tough for her to join in. Plus, I think she's already at Anime Boston because it's Thursday. It's day 0.
She
I'm
just has
curious.
to get on her phone. That's all she has to do.
Yeah, but that takes effort. I am such an a-hole.
Tell us something we don't know.
Emmy Lowe posted that a new character that she's voicing, Hamaoka, go for it, Nakamura-kun. So Emmy Lowe is voicing Yuka Hamaoka. And that just came through my social medias. Emmy is a talented voice actress. She is probably best known now as the voice of Mao Mao from not My Hero, from Apothecary Diaries.
I think Angela would smack you in the face if she'd have been in front of you right there.
Yeah, I'm going off of 2 hours of sleep, about 3 hours of sleep.
Well, to be fair, that's about what I did because that's what I did on Tuesday night and then last night because I had to finish putting my taxes together and finally got my stuff verified today. So now I'm done. Finally.
And John Knight says that Fire Force series finale will stream tomorrow on Crunchyroll.
I never made it past season 1.5, 2. I don't remember where I dropped off on it.
I know my wife enjoyed that one.
Well, the fact it's connected to the Soul Eater verse is probably its best feature.
We'll get rid of that. I'll throw that down there. Throw that over there. Continue to fish and try to...
Where did my controls go? Oh, they're down here.
So we've caught the fishes that we really needed to catch from in the mine. So we'll probably leave the mines and go to the lake, catch some lake fish, and
You remind me of being in the Dragon's Den and in the Johto region, fishing in the cave for a Dratini.
had something interesting happen. Not last night on the train, but the night before, going out to Jersey. It was a first for us. The train went into emergency. And when the train goes into emergency, it's usually because there's a separation in air pressure in the train line. So we went into emergency. Had to get ready to inspect the train. And when I went out to walk, and as we came to a safe stop, looked behind us, the lead engine had separated from the rest of the train. We had 2 engines on the head end. Our leader was
So y'all would have stopped regardless.
Well, no, we could. Yeah, we had to come to a stop, but like the rest of the train came to a stop. Somehow, the knuckle, like the handle of the knuckle, got pulled open, and it just separated from everything behind it. So, a second engine, a DP engine that was about 102 cars back, and the equivalent of 200 car lengths of cars, just separated from what we were in.
So it's basically like me putting a piece of equipment on my trailer and not latching the trailer ball, and then there goes my trailer.
Pretty much. That's like you just throwing the trailer over your trailer ball, but not actually tightening it down, hitting a bump, and the trailer just kind of goes where it wants when you hit a bump.
That's why you put a pin through it. Because remember, I destroyed my tailgate that way because the thing didn't latch properly.
Yeah.
I still haven't found a functioning tailgate to replace that thing.
The only crappy part about it was I still had to walk the entire length of the train to make sure that everything was still upright and on the rails. And it was almost 12,000 feet long.
Well, guess what? You got your steps in.
I got a lot of exercise walking over 2 miles.
You know, it's funny. Every year, our Bojangles has a fitness challenge for the crew and the management team.
Yeah.
I never participate, even though I would probably come out near the top if I did. Because think about it. Especially if I have a large property, I'm walking around with a weed eater on.
Yeah.
I mean, did you keep track of your steps when you worked with me or not really?
No. I've
Well-
never kept track of steps. I can't do it on the railroad.
Well,
Where-
technically you can. There's a way to do it, I would think. But would they allow a pedometer on you or no?
Nope.
Oh, never mind then.
Nope.
The reason-
No pedometer, no phones, no smartwatches, none of that stuff. The only watch that's allowed is a
Analog?
analog watch so that you can keep track of seconds.
I'm just curious because if you think about it, Pokemon has done more to keep people active than just about anybody. And this was long before Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go was great for getting people out and about.
Well, they did something similar in 20. Kaya, do you have access to Google right now? What year did Heart Gold and Soul Silver come out? Was it 2010? 2008? 2009? 2010? Ross, a little help here?
somebody will fill us in.
But with those games, you got something called the Poke Walker. And basically, it was like a Tamagotchi almost. And you were able to bounce Pokemon back and forth, and you grew your Pokemon's levels by the number of steps you took. Every step
2009.
Thank you. So every step you took was one experience point. And the Poke Walkers were actually fairly accurate, more accurate than most pedometers.
Now the Poke Walker, that's something for elderly Pokemon trainers, right?
That's funny. But yeah, I still have mine somewhere. I didn't play Digimon Ross. But still, I reiterate, Pokemon has done more to encourage fitness than just about, and has become more successful at it than pretty much anybody else. If you think about it.
The only fitness I've done is fitting this food in my mouth, you know.
While you were with me, you also fit this damn mower in a gate that was entirely too small.
Yeah.
You know, it was funny. One of my friends came by today to pick something up, and he was telling me about how he took on a property the other day. He has a 48-inch mower. Well, guess how wide the gate was?
47?
47 and a half. He was
Gee.
like, really? Almost makes you wonder, do the fence people do that on purpose?
Probably.
Why does that look like? I don't know.
Now we come back down here and we can sell off stuff. And for those interested, our friend Akio Kumi is live. Pop in there real quick and say hello. I cannot hear Aki if she's talking. Oh, there she is.
Dare I ask what was so funny?
She said one of her viewers said, "I wish I could come to a con that you're also at. Would be sick to hang out with you in real time as you kick me in the shins and call me grandpa."
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Oh, I think I got rid of something I didn't want to get rid of. Whoops. Been there, done that.
I got Kaya yelled at by Aki too.
That's fine.
She said that she has some clicking in the back of her head as she talks.
It's probably Professor Oak. There's a time and place for everything, but not now. Eh,
Get over and support Aki right now if you can. She's trying to hit a couple of stream goals, including making a surprise trip somewhere. I don't know where. She was just talking about that. So head over to Twitch and support Aki. She puts on a lot of good stuff. And I think she was getting ready. She's going to be joining West probably for another horror game tonight. Prize ticket. Bring this to prize machine in Lewis's house. Oh, what was that? We just had. There's an earthquake during the night. Oh, Jesus. I think I know what that did. That opened up a new area. Yeah, Aki cannot hear us right now because she is live streaming on her channel. You definitely want to check her out. She does a lot of good stuff with her streaming. So we have a new thing. The problem is we need to become friends with Marnie to find his lucky purple shorts. It's been a while since we've talked to Mink. I know, Kaya, you said Mink wasn't going to be able to make Anime Boston.
She never goes if it's on Easter. I think I've only ever seen her go once.
Yeah, I met her in person once, and it was at Northeast Comic Con. And that was the year that Angela went with me to NECC. And of course, NECC holds a special place in my heart due to the fact that's the convention I got married at. Hearing the random stuff, Aki's talking to Gamma, her husband, And she asked him what crack he's on. He said, "It's just stuff I found at work and I'm not sharing." So the random conversations other married couples have make me feel better about the random conversations I have with my wife. And we are not at level 10 yet. So let's go and spend another day fishing. Ooh, a warp totem. That's useful. I didn't know you could get that from... I have to turn her volume down. I'm going to get distracted. Alrighty. Now we're down here to do some fishing. Let's see if we can get ourselves up to level 10. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get to level 10. I've never actually sat there and just did nothing but fish all the way through from like when you first get the fishing rod day 2. But fishing is the easiest and fastest way to make money in the game. Now, is this a type of game that you would play, Darren, if you had the computer?
Honestly, no.
No.
I'm kind of a MMORPG kind of guy.
You can go for romance in the game. There's many different characters you can try to get with. I just usually don't spend the first year trying to build up stats on everything before going for the romance aspect. But I know Maru is one that you can go after. The blue-haired girl you can go after. The purple-haired girl you can go after. The girl that lives by herself off in the corner, in the other area, you can go after. The blonde-haired girl you can go after, who's kind of the Garu. That's Darren's style. He likes the Garus.
Do I though?
I have no idea. I'm just poking fun.
I was about to say because I can only count a handful of yarus that I actually like.
That fish was moving like crazy. I didn't stand a chance at catching that one. Oh, we're out of bait too. Put that down, that down, that down. All that stuff we can sell. Kaya found emotes. What are you doing over there, Kaya? Okay, she said she added a sticker and an emoji on the Discord.
All you can say is nice to that. Just nice.
Well, I could say a lot more, but is that the what she's talking about on stream that you get for the bonus? I hear my daughter up there singing. I can also hear sirens in the distance. I don't know if that's because my daughter's singing or not. I like how I asked Kaya a question, hear nothing. I respond to a message he sends in Discord and he yells at me. All right, let's see if we can catch this. This guy seems like a mover and a shaker. We got 2 more open spots. And about an hour and a half game time to finish, to fill those 2 spots. I do have to laugh because talking about Wisp, another VTuber that we were talking about earlier, likes to stream horror games and bring Aki and other VTubers along for the ride. When I was walking around Zenkai Con with Aki, I had made a comment about how foxes are better than wolves, and apparently Wisp is a wolf character. I did not know that. So I was like, One of the vendors at Zenkai Con had a bunch of fox plushes, bags, memorabilia, and it's actually a vendor that we have bought from multiple times in the past, including at Kineticon and Anime Boston. I forget their studio name off the top of my head now, but we recognize their stuff because my wife had a eat a bag from them and has a fox plush. And I do need to step away for just a moment. I need to use the restroom. I will be right back. In the meantime, Darren will entertain you with a song.
Let's see.
He's like, what?
I mean, I'm definitely not going to entertain y'all with a Nico because that's a no.
Oh, there's 2 Kayas on the screen.
I know, right? There's 2 Kayas and a Kumagawa. Oh. And to answer your question, Ross, yes, I've seen Cheat Skill. No, I have not seen the latest OVA that came out. My intent tonight was to watch anime, but I was like, let me at least come see what Doug's up to. Never heard that movie. Sorry, I'm watching one of these channels that does playthroughs of various Pokemon ROM hacks. And you know how every now and then they'll throw in moves that never existed in the mainline games? You never know what you're going to find.
And I'm back.
You missed it. I did a whole number.
All right. So working on the possibility of adding more VTuber guests to our lineup. Oh, this fish is going nuts, Darren. I don't know if I can catch this one.
You got it. You got it.
I did get it. Oh, it's a super cucumber. And that filled up our inventory. So we're also just about out of stamina. If we get too low on stamina, we collapse, and that's not a good thing. Ross says this is. I'm just catching up on chat now, but says this is out of the blue. If Darren has seen the special episode of Cheat Skill yet, but Kaya, I think, has. Kaya, do you remember if you saw Kaede, the redhead, in the episode or not? I don't think I saw her.
I saw a redhead. I don't want to say anything more because Darren hasn't watched it.
Cheat Skill. Is that the one I'm thinking of?
The one where the guy goes back and forth between the worlds.
I think I started that.
Has the two vindictive siblings.
And Oh, decent day fishing. Over 3,000 fishing. All right. I've got like 3 things going on at once here. Including a wild she has appeared. Hey, hi, Chi. We'll put you on the blanket there. Kaya, the guy in the middle, trying to organize a meetup for Anime Boston. I still wish that I could make it, but unfortunately, this year life just had other things. So we still haven't hit level 10. I've got to run off to do that. I will water all that stuff later. Takes quite a bit of fishing to get this stuff. If I miss one day of watering, not gonna kill anything. Just ask Darren. He'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, we got a new fishing tackle. We could probably throw that right on there now. That saves us money from having to buy them. We are completely out of fishing bait right now, so let's see if we can get some. Well, we got wood. Everybody needs some wood every now and then. I know yesterday was April Fool's. Darren, any good gags come out of Japan?
None that weren't predictable. So honestly, no. The only interesting thing I saw, I can't remember if y'all sent it or I found it earlier, was something about the Hoyoverse paid for the right to rickroll everybody. They had a whole Hoyoverse animation sequence put together with them performing, of course, getting rickrolled.
I did not see that, but I bet that was funny. We were driving, speaking of rickrolled, we were driving down the highway one time, and a car went by us that had one of those QR codes in the back window. And of course, my wife, being ever curious, was like, I wonder what that is. So she scanned the QR code with her phone and got rickrolled. I'm like, that is really freaking creative.
Did you see the one that went famous a couple years ago? Guy found a videotape in the pawn shop and that said "Do not play" or something or another. Like they thought it was like a adult film, and then when they played it, it turned out they got rickrolled.
No, I didn't see that, but that's funny. John Knight in the chat says today is Marissa Duran's birthday. She's the voice of Lulan, head lady in waiting in the Apothecary Diaries. Veloci Rapko in 100 Girlfriends. Let me catch this fish and I'll continue reading the rest of it. Lawfin in Freerin and Kyoko Hari in Horimiya. Horimiya.
No. What was the name?
Kyoko.
Yeah, Hori.
Kyoko Hori.
Yeah, so the main character.
So should. Hello, Auntie Bubba. Probably gonna go for another 15 minutes or so. Probably go for the rest of this day, and then we'll call it. I'm hoping that just fishing all day, I can hit level 10. I'm not sure how close because it doesn't show you.
There's no EXP bar?
No EXP bar. You just hit it when you hit it. So we are just going to focus on the fishing. And Ross says, speaking of 100 Girlfriends, Illustrator gave birth to their baby. Congratulations to the illustrator for 100 Girlfriends. I'm curious to see what other quirks they add into that show. Said once they've recovered, they will return to working on the manga. Obviously, wish the best in health to the illustrator and their child. I had no chance on that one. That thing was moving up, down, left, right. It can't even move left or right, but it felt like it was. That fish was moving more sporadic than the stupidity of Infinite Stratus's lead character. I should go back and rewatch that. We talk about like going back and rewatching shows every now and then to see if they still like hit the same. I should go back and rewatch that because I did enjoy that show. I used our last piece of bait. We'll have to go in and get some more bait. You ever do much fishing, Darren?
That was my dad's thing. I got a whole tackle box and everything that he put together for me as I think it was a birthday gift one year, and I still have it. But other than that, not really. My friend would invite me from time to time. I think I went fishing with him a handful of times when I was younger and I had less of a say.
Yeah, that's when I was doing most of my fishing when I was younger. As I got older, I had once it was like you need to pay to go fishing. I'm like, I don't think I like fishing that much.
Let's say, do you have a fishing license?
I do not have a fishing license. I don't need, and I don't like seafood, so it's not like I would like eat what I caught anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll admit, my dad, he did prepare bass or halfway decent, so I will give him that. But I'm not a huge fan of catching what I eat either. Granted, it's a good skill to have.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
Definitely a good skill to have.
And if I'm not mistaken, he bought me the lifetime hunting and fishing license when I was young. Back when I don't know if those are still offered or not, but I'm good to go for life. I am a little disappointed I don't share his love of the outdoors in that regard.
Yeah.
But at the same time, his side of the family is huge into that. So I'll let his sister and her family continue on that part. Now, what I teach my son or daughter or whatever, maybe just to do it for my dad since he's not here to do it, but it's just not my thing.
Apparently, I unlocked a new scene with Willie the fisherman, and I've never seen this scene before, so I don't know if this was like. But we are gonna sell fish. We're gonna buy a bunch of bait.
Fish.
Let's buy probably 200 bait. I think that sounds good. I will get back to fishing. Not sure, like I said, I'm not sure how close we are to hitting level 10. I know that we started the night off at level 9. We haven't fished all day every day, but we've done a lot of fishing. Oh, the fishing tackle is worn out. That's okay. We still have a bunch of bait, so. So Kaya, how is Slay the Spire working out for you? Or have you moved on to watching more of the
I
VTubers?
have moved on to a different game.
What game are you on now?
Rat Coin.
I don't know that one.
It is addicting.
I have enough stuff I'm addicted to, game-wise. Like just getting back into Stardew and seeing how there's been so many updates and discovering all new kinds of stuff. It's like, what the hell?
You ever play those like coin pushing games in casinos?
Oh, I love coin pushers. I live in Pennsylvania where
What's
you can
that?
go to the local diner and have coin pushers. Right in the entranceway.
That's the game, basically.
I fell down the rabbit hole of watching those high risk coin pusher videos. You know, people who go to the casinos and dump like $100,000 for 40 quarters, and then walk away with a couple million. I would love to like go to. There's a casino not far from me, but I've never been to it. It's right in Bethlehem. A couple years ago, they had Baby Metal actually perform at the casino, but I had to work that night, so we weren't able to actually go. But I would
Oh,
love
wow.
to go. I was like, wait, Baby Metal's going to Bethlehem? And every summer they have a music fest in Bethlehem as well. This year, AZR is going to be one of the paying concerts. Like they have a lot of free stages, and then they have big acts that they'll bring in. I think one year they had like Metallica perform. They had other huge names perform. This year, AJR was one of the ones announced. My only experience with Music Fest is when I go by on the train and can hear all the bands play at the different stages, because there's like 6 stages set up throughout the city of Bethlehem. All right, let's get one, maybe 2 more casts before we have to sell everything one more time, going in to sell the fish, and then come back out. And of course, the 2 casts I had was seaweed and trash. Okay, things have just gotten ridiculous. Let's sell what I can sell. That and that, because I don't have a recycler built yet. I think I have a recycler that I could actually create. Recycle machine. I might actually be able to build that now, but that'll have to wait till after fishing. And Ross in the chat says, looked up about the other works of the illustrator of Girlfriends. I don't know the works, and they're mostly naughty works. So that's right up your alley, Darren. There was a guy a few days ago who went to a casino. He got up to 600K, but the screen went black, and he started to crash out and attack it. So I'm glad I don't gamble.
You're not driving me, you Michael. Or Kenny Rogers.
All right, Darren, Kenny Rogers or Kenny Chesney? Ross says that was a viral video of the guy going crazy when the gambling machine went down. Pennsylvania loves its gambling. They have what they call skill machines everywhere, too. And the skill machines are basically just slot machines you can find at, like the liquor store down the road from me has like 5 or 6 machines. You can go to some of the convenience stores and they have them set up there. They're basically just slot machines with a different name. I haven't played one of those in a while. When I played one time, I put $20 in, walked away with 80. I was like, oh, that's a good day. Anytime you can walk away with more than you spent, it's always a good day. So what do you think, Darren? Should we have Kaya get a mystery box to open up on stream?
What should all be cookies? What do you think, Kaya? You want to get a mystery box? You and Angela can go in and open on stream, record opening at the con.
We could.
What really works well too is if you find a mystery, like a vendor who has them, and you let them know that, hey, we do a podcast and we're going to be opening it on the stream. So sometimes you get extras. I don't try for it, but like the mystery box I got from Zenkai, they threw extras in there because we were putting it on stream and giving them free advertisement. Even though I told them they shouldn't do that, but all right, let's see. That's about it for the fishing. But we can. That's garbage. We can get rid of that. Sounds like Wisp has joined Aki now. If we're on Aki's channel, we can hear Wisp as well. I think Wisp is actually at Aki's house. Hearing that correctly?
That was another idea, but I didn't want to chance this weekend's trains to be as bad as the last 2 weekends. They actually stopped all trains going to North Station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I should hold on to these super cucumbers. They are good and 225 energy and 175. I'm holding on to those for food. I still need to water everything. Oh, that's right. Wisp is at Aki's because they're both going to be at Anime Boston this weekend. So Kaya's going to get a chance to see them both. All right, so I need to eat a little bit more. I got a bunch of stuff to water. I need to invest in more sprinklers. Unfortunately, the sprinklers are not the greatest until I can. I know there are ways to cheat to get really good sprinklers, but this game was not one that I was going to cheat. This is one that I've been doing legit without the cheat skills. There we go, level 10 fishing. Fish are worth 50% more, or chance to find treasure doubled. The random stuff you hear from a VTuber, your kit tracking is amazing. All right, Darren, you think I should pirate to have a chance of finding more treasure chests, or double the fish? Or the fish are worth 50% more when I sell them. I think I'm going to go angler. We'll make the fish worth more money. On that note, we are going to call it a night, since we have reached our goal of hitting level 10. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Had a lot of fun playing. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. Thank you to Kaya and Darren for joining us while we were playing for a little bit. I've got to do a couple of things and probably goof around on watching Aki stream and everything. We will be back Sunday night when Darren and I will be talking anime, doing our top 5 or top 10 list of our favorite shows from the year 2020 to today. So we will see what happens there. Kaya and Angela, I hope you guys have a fun time at Anime Boston this weekend. Like I said, anybody out there who's going to Anime Boston, keep an eye out for Kaya and Angela. They will be out walking around. Angela will be on press duty, so I'm sure she would love to chat with any of the cosplayers or anybody that's going to be there. Until Sunday, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week and weekend. We'll see you again for more Anime-Zing Radio here on YouTube and Twitch. Have a great night, all.
Good night.